Close your eyes. Inhale. Imagine a stunning Atlantic coastline, steep slate cliffs, storm-battered rock islands, and wide river mouths, connecting the ocean to the close-by mountains. Wildlife feels at home here. If you're lucky, you can hear howling wolves and hooting owls, and admire Western Europe's only population of wild horses. The weather systems hitting the coast create the perfect climate for lush Atlantic rainforests, providing a rich habitat for all kinds of plants, fungi, and animals. And naturally, humans, who comfortably live off the income generated by healthy ecosystems and passionate nature enthusiasts, who come here to discover that you don't have to leave Europe to witness the majesty of wild nature. The place is Galicia, the northwestern tip of Spain. The picture is a dream, but it doesn't have to stay one. Open your eyes. It's time for a reality check. Galicia is beautiful and rainy, and the thing with the wild horses is also true. But what was once covered by Atlantic rainforest is now covered by eucalyptus monoculture plantation. A lot of it, almost 20% of the Galician landmass. That's crazy if you keep in mind that eucalyptus is basically only used to make paper. It provides little habitat to European wildlife. Its oils and short harvesting cycles drain and poison the soil. Eucalyptus, being extremely flammable, is a major contributor to the devastating wildfires we increasingly see on the news. The only upside is that it smells nice in summer, and it provides an income stream for some local people. Overall, however, the current situation is highly unsustainable, leaving future generations with depleted land and limited economic opportunities. The good news is, it doesn't have to be this way. There are many hopeful alternatives that can turn the tide and provide an ecological and financial stability, as well as safety from wildfires for the local people, flora and fauna for many generations to come. We believe rewilding offers the most promising way forward, especially with the huge potential provided by the Galician geography, culture and climate. Rewilding is a pragmatic and inclusive approach to restore ecosystems on a large scale by focusing on the needs of local people and trusting nature to lead the process. We have spent the last few years working on a brand new concept on how to collectively rewild Europe. While spreading the word, building a community, and developing a clear structure for community land stewardship, we've been looking for the right place to start a flagship project, to trial and showcase solutions. After a long search, we found the perfect opportunity. This is it. 2 hectares of eucalyptus plantation, with some random pines in the most stunning surroundings. It features a spring, which used to be the village laundry spot, with the water from the spring running all the way through the plot, down to a beautiful stream. On the edges, there are some big chestnuts, oaks, and other trees, which provide a solid seed stock for the plot. Through our strong connections to its time, a project rebuilding the abandoned village and creating a regenerative learning center, we have a strong foundation within the local community and good relations to the neighbors. The plantation is going to be cut down in the next few months, and if we don't act now, a new plantation will take its place. This plot could be our flagship project. We know this sounds like a big mission, too big for any individual to take up on their own. But who said we want to do this alone? This is a community project. That's why we have developed a concept which allows us to break this project down into pieces small enough for each of us to play our own part. Wild tokens, which are literally little parts of this rewilding plot, securely backed by a digital token. Wild tokens look like this. They update you on the social and ecological conditions of the plot. And by being safely stored on a blockchain, they also work as your access card to live discussions and votes. Because yes, your voice actually matters in this project. Our governance process allows token holders to join an on- and offline community of nature stewards and actively participate in the entire rewilding process, from the first brainstorming to getting your hands dirty and helping with some action right on the ground. By combining this incredible plot opportunity with our wild tokens, the what, where, and how are ready to go. Now for the who. Who are we and who is this for? We're Sylvester Rewilding, a young rewilding NGO which focuses on bringing people together and spreading hope that by revolutionizing our land use, we stand a chance to reverse the climate, biodiversity, and social crisis. We hope that in the future, this model can be replicated all around Europe by communities wanting to buy back land for themselves and nature. So to sum it up, our mission is to rewild a eucalyptus plantation. The plan is to create a model project to prove our concept of collective land management. And we have the perfect plot with a passionate community ready to go. But this project can only work if enough of us join and put our resources together. To fund this project, we need 34,000 euros. This would allow us to buy 2 hectares of land, cover administrative costs such as notary fees, and have a budget for rewilding interventions on the land. If we manage to raise 48,000 euros, we could even buy 3 hectares. And if we can only get 19,000 euros, we'd buy at least 1. Now this might sound like a tiny drop in a vast ocean, rewilding only 2 hectares of the 1/5 of Galicia covered in eucalyptus plantation. But again, this is a collective effort. Our strategy is to inspire people by creating a living rewilding showroom, which trusts in the power of natural processes and strong community. By showcasing the incredible financial, ecological, and social opportunities of rewilding, we know that this one drop will have serious ripple effects beyond the project itself. So come and join our growing community as we set the foundation for a wider Galician rewilding movement.